November 402 Echo Romeo. We're about to enter the Grand Canyon.
402 Echo Romeo, roger. Have a good day.
The light over there is really nice. Yeah.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Caution. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Tom, check this out. I think I found our next adventure.
Oh yeah?
Dude, look at this thing. This is an international airport.
International, huh? How big is this airport?
Look, I think this is it. Look, that little tiny little runway. It's right at the edge of the Grand Canyon. Okay, this is the airport right here. Let's fly there.
Okay.
So we'll take off from Prescott, probably runway 21.
November 402 Echo Romeo, hold short runway 12, ready for takeoff, north departure.
Pretty good takeoff. You didn't even spill my water.
And then we'll get on route, pretty much go all the way to the first checkpoint. Now there's corridors and there's a whole bunch of things. That's the sector right here. So we would have to do what? Fly over here directly?
Yeah, we could fly direct from Prescott to the airport.
It's at 4,100 feet. And then this is limited to 9,000 feet. We can't fly below 9,000 feet as GA airports here.
And we've got to be at or above that altitude when we enter and when we leave. So it's kind of a tight squeeze to drop that much altitude that fast.
So how about we do one of those corridors right here? We can do corridor, get out of the whole area and then fly around and get back to that airport.
Altimeter 3014, are you going straight into Grand Canyon or are you going through the corridors?
We'll be going through the corridors. It's the tuck-up corridor, November 402 Echo Romeo.
Roger, and then are you going to be landing Grand Canyon after that?
We're going to go northbound through the corridors, then we're going to go around the back of Mount Trumbull, and then we're going to land at 1 Zulu 1.
Plus, I bet you we can get some amazing shots in that area right here. Who do we talk to on the way out? We're going to talk to right here, LA Center. Get with them, just let them know. There's really no one in control of that specific airspace in the Grand Canyon, right?
No, it just says on the chart to monitor it. Since this is the first time I've done it, I'll probably make a radio call and see if someone says anything.
Bar 10 traffic, November 402 Echo Romeo, about 5 miles northeast.
But if nobody says anything, it just says on the chart monitor 127.05. Okay. So we'll just listen to that channel.
And then we'll get over here. We'll start climbing before we get to that point right here.
We will climb to 11.5. We'll start climbing once we hit the SFAR. Yep. We've got to be at that altitude within the corridor. It's going to take us from the time we enter that till the time we get in.
Here we'll maintain same altitude basically. I think this is where I'm more worried about seeing people. So we definitely need to be on the radio making radio calls just in case somebody else is in the area.
We do have an airplane 700 feet below us coming up from the northeast. About 4 miles out. He should be out here somewhere. Just have to keep an eye out for him. I'm sure she'll be telling us about him soon.
Don't the corridors have different altitudes from the area?
Yep, so here we have the diamond sector, 9,000 feet above for us as GA, and then you have these free flight zones here, which is why they have a corridor in between. This right here is 14,500.
We can't fly below 14,500.
We cannot fly below that, but this corridor here is 11.5 to 13.5 if we fly northbound. So we would be flying northbound going here. Victor Papa, Golf, Charlie Alpha right here, and then Charlie Bravo up here. Then we can get out of it and go to maybe this little area here to go kind of bypass. It looks like a plateau, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll see probably Trumbull from a distance. There might be some snow actually. I don't think we'll see snow in the canyon because that area is a bit lower elevation, but I bet you we're going to see some snow. And then bypass these different wilderness areas here. Plus that allows us, it looks like it's inside of there's a plateau all around it inside of here, then we go direct to the airport. What do you think?
That would also allow us to descend at a more gradual rate rather than dumping all that altitude really quick.
It looks like everything is a left pattern for that airport, although, because there's no right pattern indication here, but that's going to be interesting because this is pretty high up on that side.
Yeah, the canyon doesn't look too wide, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we fly the traffic pattern.
Yep, and then the ranch is right here, right at the edge of the canyon, right at the edge of the special flight rule area. That looks like a super tiny airport, short runway. The airport in itself is 4,100 feet elevation, and the runway is 4,600 feet. Based on the pictures that I saw, it doesn't look like it's too crazy of a paved runway, so Somebody got in the mud right here, somebody got off. All the pictures of people getting off the runway on the side and crashing, which is not good.
Well, so then we'll just plan to stay on the runway.
That's right. And yeah, I'm excited. Man, that looks fun. That looks so much fun. All right, well, let's get all the gear together and let's see if we can do this thing.